This is Prentice from Cypher Productions Incorporated. I am going ahead and I'm going to attach to the last episode cheaters, and we're going to call this one cheating signs because it's another hot topic. I want to talk about some of the things that we can look for in a cheater. Myself, I am not a cheater, but I have seen the signs. I have an understanding for dating and exclusive relationships and the difference between these particular types of minds, and have experienced the cheater firsthand several times. Cheating signs. Now, this is for the people that are married, attached, or are supposedly in an exclusive relationship, but just don't know if their boyfriend or their girlfriend is cheating. Now, keep in mind, this is totally separate from those who have an open relationship. This is for those who have the ironclad attachment, engagement, marriage, or an exclusive relationship. You'll look for communication gaps. Now, this is not to be paranoid. You don't want to become paranoid in this particular situation. When you find out the person is cheating, the first thing you don't want to do is become paranoid. The first thing you want to do is get it out of the person, especially if you've been clued, if you have a reason to believe. If you don't have a reason to believe someone is cheating, there is no reason to become paranoid. But you'll look for communication gaps. And that's one of the most important things. Now, why communication is so important is because literally, the person who says that another person is insecure, if you use insecurity a lot as an excuse, you know that person is probably going to be a cheater. Now, keep in mind that there are those oddball instances where someone is insecure with no reason, or they're insecure because of something that they've done. But in this instant, when you're using insecurity, that other person is insecure, you need to understand that in a relationship, you have to be the one to make the other person feel secure. You need to be making each other, man and woman, your partners, secure. Period. There's no other explanation. There's no other question about this situation. You need to be making that person secure. If you're not making that person secure, you are not really putting forth the effort to keep that relationship going. Speech patterns, words like what. I think that is a total sign. I think that's just like a flashing light. The minute that a woman says what a lot, they'll be hiding stuff, just hiding certain things that matter and make sense. It's natural for an individual to care when their loved one is going out and where they're going and stuff like that. It's natural for a loved one to care what's going on during the day or during the week, or what's in their loved one's schedule. It's not natural for an individual to ask why you care, why it matters. So look for the what. They'll go through things like they don't have to tell you. They don't want to talk a lot. So look for those particular types of signs. Doesn't want to talk a lot to you, especially. Look for spending a lot of time away from home. If you're living with somebody, you know their job schedule, you know that sometimes they might go on trips and stuff like that for work, but if they're spending a lot of time away from home, or they're not communicating, whether they live with you or they don't, they're not communicating with you an awful lot, and they're supposed to be your partner, then you can consider that a sign. You notice that when a person really wants to be with another individual, they normally grow attached. They normally want to talk a lot. They normally want to latch on to that individual. It's definitely not going to be the type of instance where, it's definitely not going to be the type of situation where they're never at home, they don't have the means of getting in contact with you, they won't call you at some point during the day. They won't send you a message. They won't say hello, good morning, good afternoon, let's go out to lunch, and all those great things that you love to have a partner for. Now here are some serious key signs for the cheater. You're going to look for using the family members as an excuse. You're going to look for they're talking to their mom a lot, or they're talking to their dad a lot. And when you're looking at the caller ID, because this is something that is there nowadays, you can look at your caller ID, you can look at numbers on your cell phone and stuff like that. You'll notice that those numbers are not exactly what they said at that particular point in time. Still, no reason to get paranoid yet. Now here's some reasons to get paranoid. When they are uncomfortable with letting you have their passwords, when they're uncomfortable with letting you have their keys, when they're uncomfortable, they use their privacy a lot. When they use their privacy a lot in these particular situations, like their purse, they don't want anybody going to through their purse. They don't want you to know where they've been on the internet, and those types of things. Those are good reasons to start getting paranoid. Those are good reasons to start saying, hey, there's an issue. Don't get paranoid, don't get upset, don't get angry. But those are good reasons for you to say, hey, there is an issue. I know that there's an issue, and really, we need to start looking at other options. Cell phones and things like that. Now, if the person is genuine, and they really want to make something work out, the proof is always there. Lucky for someone like me, I have the ability to be able to get on the computer, check out things, see, go to the websites that they've been to, go to their email addresses and stuff like that, and actually see these things.